Hi guys, Ultimate Universe here, and today is going to be a bit of a different video. A lot of you have probably never seen my face before. Sorry about the bonnet, it's fucking windy here. Some of you may have seen my face before, but all this video is to explain what's happened and why I haven't been uploading or done a live video for a very long time. This video probably won't be too long anyway, but I just wanted to let you guys know what's been going on, and I think the last tweet I actually did really was about potentially doing FIFA career modes and stuff. Want to get a PS5. Unfortunately, that still hasn't happened, so that won't be coming anytime soon. Until I am able to get my hands on one. God knows when it can be. But they are saying that there should be more this month. If not, I'll just carry on waiting to get mine. So yeah, let's kind of get into it a bit. Basically, since my last tweet, a lot of stuff's happened for me, and it really wasn't a very good end to a bad year towards the end of last year, and also it hasn't been a very good start to a new year. Sorry, I do keep messing my hair because first thing, I ain't had a haircut since probably 20th of December, so it's an absolute mess, and when it's windy of course it starts flapping about and stuff. Either way, I was going to try and do a stereo chat of this, but unfortunately you can't do it where you're on your own. You've got to be talking to someone, and I don't really want to be doing it where I'm talking to someone about all these things. I'd much rather do it as a one-to-one thing, like me with you guys watching. But then also I thought about doing a screen recording of like voice memos and stuff that I do. Then I thought you're not really gonna just want to sit there and see this screen recording, where it's basically just a blank screen with what it would show on an iPhone's voice recording and stuff like that. And I was trying to think, could I put the audio from that on top of the game I'm playing? So for example, on my phone I play Among Us. I was thinking maybe I can do something with that where I'm playing Among Us but also having the voiceover over the top. And again, it was like, well, one thing could be shorter than the other, so there could be things that get missed out. So I decided to do it this way, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. But yeah, let's actually get into this because I've been waffling for the last almost 5 minutes. So yeah, let's kind of start with the start of last year. where of course there was the coronavirus and stuff that's happened, where we've gone and been put into lockdown and stuff, and previously to that, me and my partner had problems. I'm not going to get into details about, because I don't really want to say everything that's happened. But we were having a lot of disagreements and we weren't getting on very well. And it's not that we didn't argue, because every couple argues. But these were getting very serious, let's put it that way. And as the years gone on, it was getting tough for us both, and we carried on working, trying to make things work with us, and see if we could carry on. And it got very tough at times. So there was that, and then there was also with COVID, we were getting on top of each other because of being locked in an apartment together. And when you start getting on top of each other, it's very difficult. Well, not to say that we didn't love each other any less, but it got to points where we probably could have broke up about 3-4 times throughout the year, really. And also we know that a lot more people have come out more about suffering with mental health, which I've suffered with mental health most of my life, really, with depression and anxiety, which is a tough thing to talk about with people. But you should never hide away from talking to people about this stuff. It's very important that you have somebody to talk to, and you can tell them how you're feeling, and hopefully they can help you with feeling better, or even going into therapy. It's important that our mental health is as good as it can be as your normal health. It's a really important thing for everyone. But we'll get more onto that a bit later. And as I've always been quite an anxious person with things, but I think more last year kind of made it more obvious to me that I wasn't okay. So I'm getting anxious about, like, work, when I'll be going back, whether I'll be able to go back, with my relationship, whether it was going to work, and if things that I thought were happening was happening. So later in the year, it's it was a tough thing for me because it was coming towards Christmas time, and I basically, because I'm someone that loves playing football, I always used to be like an outgoing kind of guy that wouldn't be afraid of much, always being cautious, but I'd go out there and just have fun. So yeah, it come to a point where all I was doing, I'd booked a football pitch at a local five-a-side place. I'd gathered the players. I was the one that had all the equipment. And yeah, I've woke up the morning to go and play football. And I felt alright when I woke up, had something to eat, and then started to feel sick as it was getting closer to going there, which I thought, okay, I'll be fine in a bit. Get on the bus, and on public transport sort of bus, I get travel sick. So I've got on the bus, still feeling sick, and I've had to get off at one point, and I feel like I worked myself up a lot, thinking, shit, I've got to get there in time, I've got to make sure they've got the equipment to play, because if not, they haven't got equipment to play. I was the one with the balls and bibs and everything, which of course we were being safe with COVID and everything. All the bibs were washed, all the balls were sanitised and everything. If anyone was going goal, they were told to either bring their own gloves, or they were told not to use other people's gloves. So I've had to get off the bus in fear of throwing up, and I've basically gone into a local shop to go to the loo. Started to feel a bit better. Thought, okay, yeah, I'm fine now. So I've gone to go get my second bus, and the sickness has come on again. Still thinking, I've got to get there, and this, that, the other. Still working myself up. I eventually get there, but I basically walked there, which you're probably looking about 4 or 5 miles I've walked. This is even before playing football. And I've basically had to tell them, no, I can't play, I'm not feeling well. They were fine with it, and they carried on. Either way, later that night, I was feeling better. Come to the next day, I was supposed to go to work. Still feeling sick. So, had the day off. Felt better on the night. Come to the next day, same thing happened again. So I've called into work and told them, and they're like, okay, take the day off again. So okay, that's fine. And me and my partner were talking, and she was like, I think it might be your anxieties properly coming through. Because I'd never suffered that bad with it before. I'd had moments, but not to this, to how it was this time. So I've told my bosses I'm coming in. I can't afford to have any more time off, so I'm making my way in for the Wednesday. Wednesday comes around, feeling sick and stuff. But got ready for work and everything. And as I'm getting closer to work, I'm feeling worse. And I'm thinking, I need to go in. I can't afford not to. I'm struggling with breathing and still feeling sick. Got to work and I've walked through the doors, got to where I was supposed to be working, and it just hit me. I've basically had an anxiety attack and I'm going numb, getting tingling sensations, and still feeling sick, can't stand. I've literally had to sit down, and within about half hour I've been sent home, thinking, shit, this ain't good. And I thought, right, I'm going to try again tomorrow. Next day comes around, the exact same stuff has happened when I'm heading to work and when I've woke up and stuff. And basically, this time I've got to the front doors at work. I couldn't go any further. I've really struggled to even get to the doors. So I'm out there trying to calm myself down. There's a bloke there as well that's helping me. So like saying it's going to be okay and don't have to worry, take your time. And basically the receptionist has come outside the door and said, look, we need you. Like, we're desperate. So I was like, okay. Finally got through the doors, got into the reception area, and all it took was somebody to say to me, are you alright? And there isn't a lot of people out there that would admit to it, but basically I've broke down, I've started crying, and the anxiety attacks hit me again. I've said to him I can't do this, which before then, when it come to working, yeah, no one loves their job 24/7, but I really enjoy my job. So there was that. And when mental health started to affect my work like that, I thought I've got to do something about this. I can't have this. Because I said I've suffered with both anxiety and depression most of my life, but it never really affected my work like this before. I kind of got on with it and was able to, and so I've called the doctors, got them to speak to me, and one way or another, I'm still currently waiting to hear back when I will personally have therapy, which, when they told me in December, could take a few months. So when that'll be, I don't know. But yeah, then this is kind of the kicker, really. Me and my ex were arguing about somebody she was friendly with, which I had suspicions that something more might have been going on from earlier in the year. and she met up with this guy, and this one night, and I'm having an anxiety attack. I'm not dealing with it well at all. But she went and did her thing, come back after a few hours. And we basically every time she met this bloke, especially in the last year, we'd get into an argument, not necessarily meaning to, more of we were just talking in general, and then it became an argument. This last time, we basically said stuff like that her being friendly with this guy was always going to be an issue and something we were never going to be able to sort. So we decided to go on a break, which was her decision mainly, not mine. And I basically moved back to my parents' house, and I was trying my hardest to make everything work. But this was literally the week leading to Christmas, and basically we had originally planned to have Christmas together either way, just me and her this year, something different. But she changed her mind in that time we were having a break, to go and spend it with her mum, who had offered. And I'd gone back on Christmas Eve, which was originally planned. I was going back Christmas Eve, then we were going to have the whole of Christmas Eve together and Christmas Day and do our usual thing. But no, she made her decision. Her mum come to pick her up, but she needed to do things, and her mum couldn't wait around, so her mum grabbed her stuff, took it with her, and the guy she was seeing, well, that I believe she was seeing behind my back, picked her up and helped her out, which I wasn't happy about. Then I basically went back to my family and the Christmas Eve with them. Went back to the apartment. My mum stayed with me because I didn't want to be on my own. And Christmas Day we got the dogs me and my partner had together, and we went to my parents, spent Christmas Day there, and then I basically met up with her on the night at the apartment, took the dogs back, exchanged presents, you know, the whole Christmas Day thing. That night she basically told me she'd made a decision and broke up with me. It was a 4-year relationship, so it wasn't like it was just some little fling or anything. It was serious for me. But we stayed in contact. I left on Boxing Day, but didn't really pick up much stuff, just the essentials I needed at the time. And then so we were still talking like normal. I was trying to convince her that the decision was wrong and that we're meant to be together and that. And yeah, so my birthday is literally New Year's Eve. So birthdays come around and I thought, okay, I need to go get some stuff. And I've asked my mum, can you take me to the apartment to go get my stuff, get some stuff? She's like, yeah, okay, that's fine. So I've gone with her. I've had an inkling that maybe this guy might have been here, and lo and behold, we've turned up to the apartment and his car is there, and it had been there overnight. So I've said to my mum, look, can you come with me? I don't want nothing kicking off, I just want my stuff. So to put it into short, I've banged on the door, told her to let me in to get my stuff. She wouldn't, and I saw some things that made what I was thinking earlier in the year 100% true. And she lied to me either way. So my mum's messaged her and just said, look, I'm here with my son and we want to come and get the stuff and we'll go. No answer. So my mum sent another message saying, right, we'll be back in an hour, we're going to get the stuff. She finally messages back saying, okay. Later that day, like an hour later, me and my parents roll up to the apartment and see her and her mum driving the other way. But she decides to cover her face, which to me shows a guilty conscience. Either way, I've got all my stuff out that day, and I've had a tough time dealing with the breakup. I've had a tough time with my mental health where I couldn't even go outside. But also, I believe a week or two after New Year's Eve, I had COVID. I didn't do a test personally, but I had symptoms of it. So I've made a decision and said to my parents, right, don't come in my room, self-isolating 14 days. If you've got food or drinks for me, let me know, leave it outside the door, I'll come and get it. So 14 days went, and it was, I think, a week before the end of January, I was finally able to go outside to do exercise and stuff, and I really struggled to even leave the house. Like it's not something to be took lightly. Mental health isn't. It's a very serious thing that more people should reach out and talk to people about this, especially men, because a lot of men believe we are supposed to be this alpha dog that is supposed to be strong and be able to tackle everything and not worry about stuff. But when it comes to their mental health, they stay quiet, and that's why unfortunately a lot of males do end up killing themselves because of mental health, and they won't talk about it. Yet if anything, talking about it makes you stronger. And I've spoke to family members, I've spoke to close friends about these things, and it has helped. I'm still not over it, and I never will be, but we need to reach out to people. And I've found, this will probably be why it's said in the title, not just for clickbait, but for me, I've found that watching the Sidemen has really helped me. One, bring some joy into my life, and two, just that for me, that I feel like they bring people up with some of the content they make, and personally, like this probably won't get to them at all, but I would like it to, saying they know. But I would like to thank the Sidemen for their videos and content, because for me it has helped me with a lot of stuff, and it probably helps a lot of other people as well. As there are many other people in the world, and YouTubers as well, that help other people, but they are the ones that mainly help me. Funnily enough, I actually met some of them just over 5 years ago, when I'd gone on holiday to Ayia Napa, and they were out there at the time, and JJ was doing a gig with, I think it was Chris Brown, and I've basically bumped into them at McDonald's out there, and I've asked for a photo. So on my actual Instagram, there is a photo of me, JJ, Simon, Calyx, and Harry, or as other people know, Road to Shore. And one of their friends took the photo for us, which I am grateful for. It's basically my claim to fame. Well, one of them. But I seriously couldn't thank them enough for how much it's helped me by watching them. And I do hope that someone in the world will find a way to get this back to them, this clip, if anything, so then they know how grateful I am to not just the ones I've mentioned. Like, of course, I haven't mentioned the likes of Vic and Josh, and then you've also got Toby as well, you got Ethan. Let's make sure that's everyone. I think that is. But also, like with some of the other videos where they've had other people like Calyx and Cal Freezy, and there's so many that that could be included in their videos that have helped. And yeah, it's been a great help to me, and I will carry on watching their videos, and hopefully they can carry on helping me through my personal journey. So yeah, if you are suffering with mental health, please don't be afraid to talk to anyone. majorly important. The world, to the world, to yourself, to your friends and family. Just talk. That's all you need to do, because you've got people that care about you out there everywhere. Never feel like there isn't anyone, and also never feel like you're letting people down and stuff. At the end of the day, think about you and your well-being before anything else. That's what I want to say to people. And we'll kind of get back onto one of the reasons I haven't uploaded. So of course there was all of that had happened to me in the last few months, but also I was starting to lose interest in making videos before Christmas, where I either wasn't getting any viewers or not many. I didn't feel like the content I was making was enjoyable for me anymore. Plus also FIFA 21, I don't have to go into that. It's dreadful either way. Still play it, but not as frequent as, say, FIFA 20, when I was basically putting a video up every week. And also there's the issue with not having my PS5, where there would have been more content if I had got my PS5, but I don't know when that's going to come. But as soon as it does, I will be tweeting about it, which, if you follow me on Twitter, which is AlternateUniv11, there's updates and stuff on there when I will be making videos and everything, or live streams. So there's that. And also my internet connection at my parents' house is not as good as when I was back at the apartment. At the apartment, it wasn't amazing, but I rarely had a problem with it. Like towards the end more so, because there are a few videos out there. I think mainly Realm Royale and Fortnite that were shockingly bad due to connection issues. But I'd probably say the last year and a half or something, maybe almost 2 years, the connection hasn't been too bad. But now my internet connection isn't going to be very good. So I think a lot of it will be mobile hotspot that will be used. So it might be a bit choppy. I don't know. We'll find out when it comes to it. But the other thing I'd like to announce is something I've thought about for a while. Where hopefully it can happen. I'm not sure, but I'm looking into it. But I want to do something to raise money for mental health. One, because it's something important to me, but two, because there's a lot of people that need this help. And I would like people to sponsor me, and I will also put a video out there when I sort something out. Also, this month being Mental Health Month, I'm sure it is, I would have done it this month, but the way I looked at it was, there's 28 days. There's not enough days for what I want to do. And what I wanted to do was do some sort of exercise every day. Try and get to as close as 10 miles a day, whether it be riding a bike, going for a walk, just doing some sort of exercise in general. I plan on doing every day of a month of exercise for as close to 10 miles as I can do, if not more. And any donations would be so muchly appreciated. And once I've set up the charity thing for people to donate into, I will put it on my Twitter. I'll put it on my actual Facebook page, because I don't have my YouTube channel as a YouTube page. I will be telling the football club I play for about it. I'll be telling the people at the work that I'm doing it, and I'll also put a video on here and Facebook about it. So any donations when it comes to it are muchly appreciated, and will go so far into helping people with mental health issues. And I think that is basically everything covered. A bit longer than I thought it would be. I thought it might have been a 10-minute video, but looks like it's over 40-minute video. And hopefully you have stopped until the end and watched the whole video. I'm not expecting people to feel sorry for me or anything. I just wanted to announce why I haven't made any videos in so long. So yeah, thank you everyone that's watched. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. I know it's a bit of a sad video really, because of everything that's happened and what I've explained. But I hope everyone understands why I haven't made videos, and also that I'm going through a troubling time as much as a lot of people, and that it is okay to talk. Literally, don't be afraid to talk, and always look after your health. If it's mental or if it's physical health, look after you. Yeah, I think it's time for me to sign off. So follow me on Twitter, which again I'll say it was alternate unit 11. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Mainly gaming videos, but I might do some other stuff at some point. It's time for me to sign off, so bye bye for now. This is a few days after the last recording I did. As you can probably tell, my hair's gone and the beard's got shorter, but basically this is just like a little add-on, just to say that I'm going to put the links of each individual Sidemen, don't know, in the description, and also to their channels. So, but yeah, time for me to sign off, so bye bye for now.